something occurred to me as I was listening to my video, playing it back, which I usually do to make sure the sound is good. And plus it makes me think of new things or look at something the way I haven't looked at it. The point I made in the last video, the Chris Cornell tribute concert, my thoughts, part 2. I guess this is part 3. About the credibility of the musicians that played at that tribute concert, and how some people may see their credibility as tarnished a little bit since they participated in something where only half the money was given away. Now, it's 5 years later after the concert, and half the money is sitting somewhere, God knows where, for what purpose, who the fuck knows. We'll find out, I guess, in the end what the purpose is, if it eventually gets dispersed. I don't know. Maybe they're going to wait 10 years. Who knows? Here's what I'd like to see. And I know it's not going to happen because I know everyone's afraid to rock the boat. Even though there's many people involved that have way more clout and power and money than the people that put on the show, the tribute show, people that were in charge. Here's what I'd like to see. And this is what I would do. And it wouldn't be to hurt anybody. It wouldn't be because I don't like anybody. It would be because I lent my name, my talent, my credibility to your endeavor on national television. Everyone saw it. People paid $8,000 a ticket, stuff like that, because it was for charity. I lent you all of that. Now it's 5 years later. The money, half the money has still not been given away. I said in the last video, what do one of these musicians have to say? Like, do I have to put the money up? Because it's my name on the line here. Not just yours. Not just the person that collected it all. Because everyone felt sorry for them in some way. Or some people wanted to perform because they're kind of has-beens and stuff like that. Or names that should have been nowhere near a Chris Cornell tribute show. All those people have huge amounts of money. Levine, Cyrus, Metallica, etc. I'd like to see one of them step up and say, yeah, my name's getting tarnished by this whole thing that's going on. Half this money just being held for 5 years, and maybe it'll be held for 10 or 20, who knows. They should do a presser where they say, since the Chris and Vicky Foundation is going to hold this money for indefinitely, I am going to put up $500,000 of my own money. James Hetfield and Metallica. Metallica's going to put up $500,000. We're going to give it to epidermolysis bullosa, because we don't want our name tarnished by this. We want the charity to get the money. We don't want it to sit for 20 years. That's what we lent our name and talent and time for free. That's what we lent our reputation for. So I wish Levine or Cyrus or Metallica or whoever, they're just examples. I'm not singling them out. Any one of the musicians that perform that, that has big time money like that, where they ain't gonna feel no $500,000 hit. If I was one of those musicians, I think at this point I would just straight up, I'd do a presser and say, since the Chris and Vicky Foundation won't disperse the money, I'm going to take $500 of my own money and we're going to disperse it, because that was our intention when we did the show. That's what we thought was going to happen. That's what was represented to us. And now our name's looking fucked up because it's 5 years later and half the money's still sitting there. So we're going to put up that half and do a press conference about it, because it should be talked about. And again, it's not to fucking hurt anybody. It's because they lent their name and credibility, and that's how I'd be looking at it. Whether I knew who those people are or not, the Chris Cornell estate, I'd just be like, wait, what's up with that? And I know you let me perform and all that, but, or excuse me, let me perform. I let you let me perform by offering my services for free. Because you're nobody. You know what I mean? You're just someone who married the somebody. Since I lent you all that, can you just disperse the money, or do I got to disperse it myself? Do I got to put my own money up? I wish one of you people would do that. Levine, Cyrus, Metallica, Stapleton, all the names I read in the last video. You guys maybe could all put up a pool of money between all of you and just say, since the money's not being dispersed, we gonna disperse it. Because that's what we lent our name for and our rep for, and our rep's fucked up now. Because someone else has a different agenda. And we have no control over that. We just lent our services out of sympathy and respect for Chris Cornell. So I wish Levine or Cyrus or Metallica or whoever or all of them would get up and say, we're going to disperse that other half because it needs to be done, and that's important. That's what they all keep telling us, right? All the philanthropists. It's very important stuff, right? They all keep telling us we need to help. People need to help. Yet money sits there for fucking 5 years. So come on, step up, Adam. Step up, Miley. Step up, Metallica. I love you guys. Best metal band ever in the history of mankind. No one's even close. Before they did, the whole changeover. But, step up. Put your money where your mouth is. Because someone else can't be trusted to do it. In a timely fashion, anyway. I can throw a benefit concert and raise money for charity. And say part of it or it's being donated to the charity and my foundation, and hold on to it for 30 years. And everybody will still call me a philanthropist, right? I'll still get the articles written about me in Fortune and this and that or whatever magazine or outlet. Look, he's a philanthropist because money sat in his foundation for 30 years before he dispersed it. For whatever purpose these people do it for. I don't know. I'm not an accountant. I'm not an expert on all that shit. I will seriously look into it one day, though. What is the benefit these people are getting out of this? Because they're all doing it. These foundations that hold money for years. Don't be offended if you're an exception and you give more than 5% a year away. I got respect for you. If you're really about charity and you're really giving most of the money away and you ain't giving it all to fucking executive positions in the foundation, because that counts towards the 5% as well. Salaries for executives that run the foundation. So that's part of, they only have to give out 5% a year by law. If you're only giving out 5% and you're just, following the law, that tells me something. That tells me the agenda might not, the main agenda might not be charity. It might be something else. But again, I'm not an accountant. I'm not an expert on these foundations. So if you're the exception to the rule and you're really about charity and giving away a lot of money and more than 5% a year because that's what your goal is, not just to follow tax code or law so you don't go to jail. You know what I mean? Then I'm not talking about you. Okay? Calm down. So step up, Metallica, Adam Levine, Miley Cyrus. Step up. Pull the money out your pocket. Restore the dignity of the situation. Anyway, I didn't mean to single those three out, but they're the three that come to mind quickly. Sorry about that. Have a good day.